Hey, what's up? That's right. Welcome to the What More Can I Say podcast, episode 30.
Hey, right? Yes.
We the Dirty 30.
Whoop. 35. 35.
What's up? That feels good. I'm on your host, Kapone. Let me go ahead and get the intros out the way. Lady of the pod while Zach gets cool. Keke, he's distracted. Keke, what's up?
What's up, y'all? This man is a fool. I'm not going to hold you because we got to get on this one over here. I don't know what is going on. He looked like he's still at the Gucci Man battle. I don't know what is going on with Zach. Zach, are you okay?
Well, this is in honor of Young Jeezy. Ain't this the jacket Young Jeezy came out in? All I need is a jersey and some chains. Okay.
Now, for people listening, they can't see you. But let me describe the look to them. This man got on glasses. Now, if y'all remember, R. Kelly had that house in Olympia Fields. It looked like Zach went over to the garage sale. And he got on one of R. Kelly furs. He got some glasses on. I don't know what's going on, Zach, but okay.
I'm ready to pod. Let's get it.
Okay. All right. Well, you know what? We didn't put this down on our sheet, but the verse did happen, and we might as well say something about it. First of all, I'll tell you this flat out, 100%. No, it's not even a question that Gucci won the dressing battle. Won it. In the fashion, he destroyed Jeezy dressing.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And I will say this. That is because he's got a good woman with him. Gucci dressed like a goofball. Like he dressed like a mannequin before he met Keisha Kior, and now he is fly every single time you see him. There it is. But who y'all think win? Zach, who you thought won, man?
If you're talking musically, you got to give it to Jeezy. I mean, I knew that was going to happen because Jeezy just has the better hits. But Gucci was not out there to win a battle in verses. That's what you got to understand. Jeezy won, but Gucci didn't lose. Gucci was out there to disrespect Jeezy to his face. Person. That's what it was about. You got to understand. Jeezy allegedly sent a hit for Gucci. So Gucci was there to disrespect him. He started out with a diss record. Mm. He gave up plenty of hits. Like he didn't play My Kitchen. He didn't play Swing My Dough. It was quite a few records that Gucci said, I'm not even going to play because I would rather play these diss records and diss you to your face. That's what it was about for him. And I love the fact that Gucci talked about stuff that you expect Gucci to talk about. You got to understand. See, people was like, oh, Jeezy said he owns half of Atlanta. He's talking about real estate. Do I want Gucci Mane to tell me about real estate? No. I want Gucci to tell me he has a $10,000 outfit on. I love that. I loved it. Gucci, I got Gucci. It's big Gucci, and I got $10,000 on right now. Look at my opponent. He said, look at my opponent. I got on $10,000 right now. $5 million worth of jewelry. I said, that's what I came for, Gucci. Yes.
It did not disappoint.
No. I loved it. It was everything. The best versus battle ever. Nothing will top that battle. Nothing.
1.6 million people watched it. Keke, I know you were one of those 1.6. Yeah. What did you think?
It was amazing. It was better than a Mike Tyson fight. Like it was so good just watching them from start to finish. You know, it was good until it got weird. Until it got weird at that one point, I got scared. I'm like, well, I'm in my house. What I'm scared for? Like, I got scared at one point when Gucci, you know what I'm saying, played that diss record and then started talking about we smoking on your homie. I'm like, oh my God, they finna start shooting. So, you know, that part made me nervous. But overall, it was a great battle. Gucci outfit, baby. He came to slay, honey. I've been looking for that jacket in plus size all week. Anybody can find me Gucci jacket, okay? I ain't got 10 bands for the whole outfit, but I got a strong 5 for that jacket. So somebody come through with the jacket, baby, because that jacket was fab. So, you know, outside of that, it was a great battle. I'm glad everybody made it, and it was so dope to see them perform together at the end. Like, that was dope. That was what we weren't expecting. So that was great. Yeah.
Yeah, man. That Gucci jacket was amazing. First regular dude to wear it, you won. First regular dude that puts that on and wears it out, just don't, you know, people gonna know if it's a fake, so don't try to pull that. But the first regular dude with the official Gucci, I came in here to kill y'all, man, looking good like that, bro. You gotta go ahead and give it to him. Yeah. Now, this is the thing. Now, I got cursed out on because of what I said on the radio. A dude, I guess he wanted me to get tough with him back. I'm not saying, look, for people that want to send me DMs and get tough with me and say, yo, radio dudes, you don't know what you're talking about. You need to watch what you say and blah, blah, blah. Look, bro, I'm not going to give you that smoke back. The bank of Tone Kapone can't afford to close. I'm going to take the high road. I'm like, brother, it's all good. You never going to get me to exchange into that energy with you, bro. I'm not doing that. I'm a high road. Again, the bank of Tone Kapone must go on. So I hope he saw this. I said flat out, I thought the whole battle, not saying fake, but WWE-ish, very planned out. The records matched too well. It was like bang, bang. I was like, whoever's, this is amazing. I was like, they just like, it was too pop, pop, pop. And then the fact of it is, and just me, maybe I'm wrong. Like I said, I'm not a street dude, but I know a lot of them. This is somebody and saying you smoking on their homie and basically rapping how you killed his boy to his face. You might have to know about that. I don't know if somebody hears that and be like, oh man, and you know what I'm saying, Zach? You know what I'm saying, Keith? Does it feel like, it felt like when I saw that part, I was like, he had to know that was coming.
Yeah.
Had to.
Okay. Here's the thing, Tom. Here's the thing. This record has been out for years, okay? Like he said,
it's been rap to your face.
It's 15 years. Exactly. It's been 15 years. He's been heard the record. And he knew where I think the planning was, is I think Jeezy knew what he was going to do next once Gucci played it. You know what I'm saying? Because he knew Gucci was going to play it. Gucci said, I said I wasn't going to do it if I can't keep it straight. You know, he knew that's what he wanted to do. Okay? So when he did do Truth, when he did the record Truth, it got tense. It got tight. I could tell it wasn't fake by how Jeezy started off the battle. If you notice, when Jeezy started off the battle, he was nervous. He wasn't quite in his groove yet. He was trying to figure out, how crazy is Gucci getting ready to be tonight? What is he on? That's what I was trying to tell you. You had one reformed person with one slightly reformed person. That's what I'm telling you. Gucci wants all this smoke, because what you have to remember, Tone, is that Gucci is the one that had the hit put out on him. So he feels validated by saying, yeah, I shot him, I killed him. And if you send somebody else, he said, if you send somebody else, I'll put him in the box. We smoking on Pook. Like, he feels that way because he was the one that he's the one that felt wronged first. Jeezy is trying to get over this. You know what I'm saying? So he wanted to take the high road. It was a little WWE-ish. I think they kind of talked about, like, maybe not personally about the last moment where they was going, perform So Icy. I feel you on that. I agree. But the way he performed that song and the way Jeezy DJ was talking to Gucci like he had the strap on him, I felt like it was getting ready to go down at any moment. It was intense. It was very, very intense.
Keke, you look like you want to say something. You want to jump in there?
I hate to ruin it for the hood, like my hood cousins who watched it, they would never think that's produced. You know what I'm saying? Like, people out there, they don't know that's produced. It was definitely some production put together behind it. Zach makes a valid point when he says Jeezy was prepared for what to do next.
Yeah.
After
absolutely
too far. He knew what to do next. However, I noticed, and I don't know if it's for Wi-Fi, but I noticed that sometimes Jeezy's mouth was moved, like Jeezy's vocals were happening, but the mic was nowhere near his mouth. And it was like ad-libs that were already pre-produced and already put together, if that makes sense.
Yeah,
that might have been a show record, though. That was
a show record. That's what made
it a show record.
Well, I could have sworn I noticed at one point, Gucci made a comment, like a smart remark, and Jeezy made a remark back, but the mic was not even at Jeezy's mouth. Now, maybe I had too much wine and heard the DJ talking, but I could have sworn I saw some fake WWE stuff going on too. I ain't gonna lie now.
I think all of the talking was real at 100%. I do think everybody knew what was happening. I think everybody knew. They said, we playing this way, we playing this way. The DJs, not trying to say nothing about the DJs, but the DJs was talking reckless too. Everybody was reckless. And I felt like they did exactly what they were supposed to do. They made this the show for the culture. They didn't Jill Scott it up. They didn't, because if they had a gym like, yeah, brother, we all good. The battle lived up to everybody's expectation.
Yes.
It had a tense moment where everybody thought they was gonna fight, and then they didn't. And then they perform at the end.
Yeah.
It was, to me, it was a very, very, in my opinion, I don't know this for sure, a very, very well-directed production.
Okay, hear me out.
Tyler Perry, because if you know Swiss Beats and Timbaland, that's an insurance liability to have them two in the building all together. So there was definitely some contracts. Everybody was in the room to say, like, this is what you're going to do, this is what I'm going to do, this is what you're going to say, this is what I'm going to say. We're going to give them a great show tonight. So now that you said that.
No, y'all.
Yeah, dude. Zach,
yeah.
Listen, check this out.
That was a big check cut for them, too.
Yep.
They definitely got
turned around and went to Compound and caught another bag.
Yep.
I get that.
The COVID party, like I called it.
all that cut, checks being cut, all that going to party, I totally agree with. What I'm trying to tell you is, they said Jeezy been doing interviews afterwards. He said that when he first walked in, he said he was told that Gucci said he wasn't gonna do it. So that's what I'm saying. It was so they were really tense. If you notice, within the first 5 seconds of Gucci getting the mic, he called him the P word.
Yeah,
Off rip, bro.
Gucci was not. Okay, Zach, because we got to move on. But I'm gonna say this: Did you not feel like? Here's what I'm talking about: the produced part. The produced part, which y'all are seeing, is in all versus battles, they give each other the list in the order. You have to turn in your list in your order to all versus battles. That's not just Gucci and Jeezy. That's just all of them. So that's why I said that Jeezy, when he saw that he was gonna do Truth, he was like, I'm gonna say this and I'm gonna do it one thing for certain, 2, 3. That's the cue, and then you hit it. But I don't think all the stuff, like, he knew he was gonna perform it, yes. But all that other smoking on Pookie Loc, bring another one, I'll put him in the dirt too. Gucci almost lost it for a minute. And forgot he was on verses. I'm trying to tell you, bro. Like, that was real. All right, well, we're going to have to agree to disagree and keep it moving. Right. What we know is real while you take a sip of whatever you drinking on, my brother. But I will say this.
Right.
There's something that was real, and it bothered me bad. The Kenosha shooter, Kyle Rittenhouse, arrested after going to Wisconsin from Illinois and driving back. Then he got arrested. Nobody wanted to arrest the dude with the big-ass gun running around the streets of Wisconsin. What are you doing up there in Wisconsin? Whatever. Well, he made bail. They set it at $2 million. Why does he have bail? I don't know. I mean, R. Kelly allegedly was sex trafficking. He ain't got bail. This dude went up with a big gun, and shot people that didn't shoot at him.
Mm-hmm.
When you hear about this story, him making bail, people setting up a fund and paying into it, how does that make you feel, Keke?
It's just another example of the sick world we live in. This country is sick. These people are sick. These races, like, that's a clear slap in the face, you know what I'm saying, to everybody, especially the people that lost their lives by this kid. Now he's back on the street. Like, what judge? You know what I'm saying? That just shows you, like, it's so many races. We are surrounded by so many races, and we just don't realize it until stuff like this happens. But it shows you how racist folks are. It shows you how powerful those racist people are. So they're in positions of power because you have to have a powerful judge, a powerful governor, or, all these people have to agree to him getting his bail. And there's people put in place that can stop him from getting his bail, but they didn't. And so now he's out on bail. Somebody actually put up $2 million, however many millions to get him out. That's a slap in the face. So it's just a reminder of how racist this world is, and we can't get comfortable.
Mm-hmm. Can't get comfortable. Zach, I know you about to say something very black college-ish. How do you feel though, brother? No jokes. All jokes aside.
No, I really, I'm gonna go there, but to me, it subliminally shows the lack of care for Black life. You know what I'm saying? What I'm trying to say is when you kill or shooting at, that was what Black Lives Matter march, right? That he was shooting people at. I mean, it just shows that like, oh, we don't really care about it. It's not about you shooting, it's about where you were shooting at. And since you were shooting there, we'll give you bail. You know what I'm saying? So it's just a constant reminder subliminally for racist white people and black people, y'all be scared because you can get away with killing y'all. And, subliminal to the racist is you can get away with shooting a Black person. I mean, that's what it's saying. That's what it's saying. You can get away. You can shoot them. You can get bail, and somebody will bail you out. It's a big public thing. It kind of goes into how I don't like to watch police shootings. When they shoot unarmed Black men, because I feel like it desensitizes our feeling to Black people getting killed, and us seeing it. I feel like this is one of those things. It desensitizes us after a certain amount of time, and you start to just feel like, oh, man, they're not going to get charged. And then it becomes your norm, and you don't even expect them to get charged. And that's when we lost, when we stopped expecting it. We should definitely be fighting this. Like, how is he out? He really walked around with the illegal gun and shot 2 people.
And wounded a third.
And he killed 2, didn't he?
Yeah, killed 2 people and injured a third person.
Wow.
It's insane to think that, like you said, Zach and Keke, it's amazing to me. First of all, I was an actor in Hollywood, Ricky Schroeder. If you're old enough, you know who he was. And he did smiling, taking a picture with him, and they get him like he did this stuff in self-defense. And I say that again, like I always crack up when I hear about those type of people talking about self-defense and all this stuff. You're the only one with the big ass gun. Nobody was shooting at you. Nobody was coming at you. You shot, and nobody's gonna run at the dude with the big ass gun. You felt like they was getting ready to do something to some property or whatever, and you was doing your civic duty to do it. Or maybe people were yelling at you or screaming at you, but you still had a big ass gun. No one was going. It wasn't gonna happen. I always say a lot of these dudes, a lot of these people that do this, shoot at people that are not going to shoot back. You know what I mean? I wonder, are these people going to go, if it was ever a war, would you be the first people to go jump and go ready to go jump in the war? Because those people that you're going to go shoot at, they shooting back. They shooting first. I always wonder, and I mean, I could get to a whole thing about the hunting situation and people making big deals about hunting. Of course, it's easy to kill those things because they're not shooting back. It's just a real interesting thing to see how somebody could go kill 2 people, injure a third, and drive back, then get bail. And then when people get so mad about us saying Black Lives Matter, all lives matter. Well,
and in this case,
I mean,
right.
Yeah, in this case, his victims weren't Black. Like, he killed a white person. Like, so this was a clear message of, we are attacking anybody who supports the Black Lives Matter.
Supports this, right. It's about the movement.
It's like it was a warning to, all of America. Like, you can either get on this team or you subject to be killed dead, just like these innocent Black men by police. So
it's insane. And I think it's just a wake-up call to whatever's going on in Wisconsin, a wake-up call across the country, around the world, man. That it's something that got to be done, man. They just let go of murderer. We got a guy who's sex trafficking, who's been allegedly sex trafficking, allegedly doing a lot of stuff. R. Kelly, and no bail.
And the thing is, R. Kelly hasn't even been found guilty yet. He ain't even had a trial. They keeping him with no bail without a trial. Not that I'm saying that R. Kelly's right, but he has no trial. And the dude, he killed 2 people, and he out.
He out. And we know he killed 2 people.
We know he killed 2 people.
We know it. It's insanity. It's insanity. It's insanity. We can go on and on about that. But let's go ahead and jump to this. Switch gears up a little bit. Kevin Hart released a special. No F's given. Woo. Okay. Keke. We'll save because we'll let Zach go last. He's the resident comedian on the pod. How did you feel about it, Keke?
Well, I didn't watch it, so I was hoping Zach went first so I could figure out what went on. However,
No homework. She doing homework.
I've been watching the reviews from it though, and seen mixed reviews for Kevin Hart with this stand-up special. And you know, we've been in quarantine, so it should be easy to make us laugh. We ain't been able to go out to the local clubs and see, you know, our favorite comedians. So, you know, you would think he would make us laugh real easy with this one, but he's been getting a lot of a lot of hate back from it. And, you know, Kevin, I feel like is one of those celebrities who doesn't take criticism very well. And, you know, because sometimes when you were so used to winning for so long, when somebody come to you and tell you what you're doing really ain't that hot, you can't receive it well. So I did see Kevin like responding to fans or responding to critics online and kind of going off on them. But, you know, I have to watch it and see. But I did see a lot of reviews that it was a snooze fest.
It was, I got a hearty chuckle.
All my
come on,
ladies.
Kev.
All my ladies.
Yeah, that's it. That's exactly what he needed to do. He needed to do that after every joke. Where my ladies at? And get some kind of crowd response. Because I felt like the people that was sitting in that man's living room was like, wow, Kev is, what's going on?
Yeah.
It's not bad, but I'm going to tell you this. And Zach, and you can tell if I'm wrong, I don't know. This is me. This, you know how I'm jumping out there. Hot take. I feel like he's got too rich. And he has too many things he has to protect. So he is not able to jump out the window like he used to because he has all of this corporate sponsorship. So Kevin, he barely even said the N-word, and he's a comic. He can't, I don't think Kevin can be the Philly Kev that we knew and watched come up to this guy anymore. And I think he's not built for stand-up anymore. He's built to be funny on a movie. He's built to be funny on Saturday Night Live, but he's not built to be funny in stand-up anymore. And I think he should fire his writers because the Plastic Cup Boys are funny on the podcast, but to let your mans walk out with that on Netflix, tripping. All right, Zach, what you think?
I'm gonna address everything that you just said. One, let's start with this. Let's start with the special. The special was some mid, okay? Wasn't his best work by far. Wasn't close to his best work. But a lot of people, I think, what I'm seeing online is so much hate that I'm like, okay, why do y'all want to hate him? Like, are you trying to hate him or were you trying to laugh? Like, sometimes it's like I've performed places where the setup was not set up for comedy. You know, it's 12:30, people drunk, they've been sitting there for a while, and they're like, Zach, go up there and do 10 minutes. No, I'm gonna bomb because nobody wants to hear this, you know what I'm saying? And I feel like the people who are watching his stand-up, who've been watching it and critiquing it the hardest, have been trying not to laugh. I do think that. But second thing is, it's tough. You got to give him some slack on this one because it's tough to create new material when you have nobody to work it out on, okay? The only way to work out jokes is telling them in front of people, different crowds, okay? So then, and one word can change a joke, or this saying something a little different can change a whole entire joke. He usually does hundreds and hundreds of shows before he puts out his specials. If you notice, Kev does, he tours locally, he tours regionally, he even goes overseas and tours. Then he'll be like, I'm taping the special. I got it down. I feel like I got it. You know, he said with this material, he only got to work it out really at this. He said everything was closed. So he was like, he couldn't legally do a show. So he was just popping up at this restaurant, grabbing the mic in front of like 6 people, trying to work out this special. And he said he got to perform in that Dave Chappelle thing that he was doing, you know, out in Ohio. So he didn't really get a chance to work this material out. And you could tell as a comedian, I could be like, a lot of these jokes were funny. They just weren't ready yet. They were not ready. Like he talked about the COVID and he was like, look, touch your nose. Ha, ha. If I could touch my nose. You remember that song when he was like, yeah, touch my nose. I ain't got the COVID. Ha, ha. I was like, ooh, you could have came up with something better than that. But that was all he had at that moment. And when you joke writing, you may, when you're in a club, he can just go off on it and whatever comes up, if he does something good. See, here's the thing. Here's another part. I've seen Kev work. Before Kev was super famous, We were in Nashville doing a show in Zany's, okay? I wasn't on the show, but I was in the green room. After Kev got off stage, there was a dude who came with a iPad, and it had notes. And he was talking to Kev. He was like, "Hey, this joke, don't say that word no more. Try this. Do. Like they were critiquing his set. You know what I'm saying? Try this, try that. Like they were trying to get the recipe right to make the jokes work. Okay, he didn't get a chance to do that. So this one is below average. I will say that. Plastic Cup Boys, and I'm done. Here we go. You're right, Tone. They need to fire the Plastic Cup Boys or hire some new writers because let me tell you something I think the Plastic Cup Boys are doing. I think they're saving the good jokes for themselves now, Kev. You watch our podcast. Watch them. I think they are saving the good jokes for themselves. A lot of Kev's crew tour. A lot of Kev's crew do their own thing. I think they not giving you their best stuff, man. I think they like, I'm gonna keep that for me. And yeah, Kev, you can do the COVID, call it the vid. You can do that joke. It's terrible. You know. So what you think, Keke? Go ahead.
What you got to say?
I really like how Zach just rolled for the comics, and he really tried to give us a beautiful excuse on why this was not funny. However, Zach, with all these Zoom meetings going on, he could have popped up at the WGCI Music Summit if he wanted to and tested out some material. It's no reason you should send something to Netflix that is not funny. He could have got on YouTube, Snapchat, TikTok.
No, you can't get no what's the name? You can't get no response from that.
Yes, on a Zoom.
No
yes,
live response.
On a
you
Zoom,
can't do it.
On a Zoom, yes, you can. I can see you and you can see me, and we can laugh together. I do not think that this man. I don't give Kevin Hart no excuse. You too rich. Go find somebody down that's funny and have them write these jokes, and you get up here and say these jokes how they wrote them. Don't get up here trying to freestyle. Don't get up here trying to ad-lib. Just get up here and write these jokes like they wrote them, or say these jokes like they wrote them. Now, the Plastic Cup Boys probably really wrote the nose joke right. He probably got up there and made his own version of the joke, and that's where it messed up. I'm not
I love the Plastic Cup Boys. First of all, I love the podcast. I listen to Straight from the Heart. I think that's the name of the podcast. I listen to it. I think they're funny dudes. I think they are funny. So what Zach said, saving the jokes for themselves, it might be true. Secondly, I feel like that I've watched this happen to rappers, actors, and mostly pretty much every entertainer, some radio personalities. Once they get really rich and really don't need to do nothing else, like nothing, it becomes different. The energy is different. It's different. And it's like, I never in my lifetime would have thought ever that Eddie Murphy would be just the king. Martin Lawrence, never thought. Martin flamed out in a way that I think was personal issues, so we'll let him slide. I never thought that I would see, my dad talks about Richard Pryor, God rest his soul. It was just, he said, it just, when they get rich, it changes. It changes. And I think the smart thing for Kev to do, because I don't know if he does have them or not, it's probably you do need some young people to write your jokes. Because you got to remember, Kev's getting in his 40s. 40-year-olds don't really go to comedy clubs anymore. It's the 25 to 35 is going there. And maybe I might even go 24 to 34. You need somebody that's going to talk about this millennial stuff and help you make fun of that, help you make fun of some rap music that you don't understand somewhere in there. But this, I get it, your dad and all, even the kid jokes wasn't funny. They weren't funny.
Let me
not say they weren't funny.
The kid joke was funny. And when they were taking this lotion,
they wasn't like, oh my God. I've laughed so hard at Kevin Hart stuff. I've been like, man, this dude is a genius. But he's like a sitcom funny. He's like sitcom funny. It's like watching the Parkers.
Oh, not you shady Parkers.
No, I love the Parkers. Oh. What is it? Is the Parkers hilarious? Or was it just funny? It was funny. Hi, Kim, you so crazy. That's how it was with Kev. When I watch a comedy special, I want to laugh, goddammit.
I think it was a little bit of, I'll give him this, Zach. I'll give him this slack. I think in our culture, we like to build people up until we tired of them, and then we like to break them down. I do think it's a little bit of that. A little bit of people tired. We're tired of seeing Kevin Hart win. I promise you, that's a little bit of the hate that's going on social media. People
and there's two things going on.
What?
One, Kevin is pulled thin. He's pulled thin. He signed this Netflix deal before he knew COVID was gonna come. He owed Netflix another special. He knew that special wasn't ready. That's what I'm trying to tell you. But he had to have that special in by a certain date, or he's gonna lose his bread. So he said, "Well, I'm gonna have to roll with these jokes." That's one of the things that happened. That's all it was. And y'all have let Dave Chappelle spoil you. What you've seen is Dave Chappelle is a pure stand-up, okay, who cannot be bought. He's already walked away from millions of dollars. So he's definitely fearless. When he gets on stage, he will say anything because he's fearless. Kev doesn't have that same thing, and they're two different comics. Dave is an observational comic, so he's rich, but he never talks about his personal life enough that you have to know how much money he makes. He's observational, so he's gonna talk about things that's going on in the world so you can relate to. Kev has always been a storyteller. His personal story, that's what all his jokes were about. His best jokes about his dad coming up to his spelling bee with his, with no drawers on, and all that stuff. And it's all personal stories. And Tone, that story about being with your mama is different than being with me. He was like, my kids are spoiled. And he said they used to fly in private, and then they went and they had to fly regular. And they said, they throwing away my lotion. That was funny. That's funny. That's funny. He had about 3 or 4 good jokes. That's why I just say it wasn't ready yet. Yeah. Sometimes, people want you to do, when you have to do those specials, Keke and Tone, they're asking for 55 minutes worth of material. You need an hour. If you don't have an hour, they're not going to consider that a special. That's what I'm saying. That's what a special is considered. Well, so he had about 15 minutes of good material.
How
long? You know what I'm saying? It's an hour, but he
only had 15 minutes of good material.
Yes, so he wasn't ready. That means it's not that he's not funny. The material wasn't ready. Kev is hilarious.
Netflix, get your money back. 15 minutes, get your money back. No.
Let's move on. We talking about little people like Kevin Hart. Let's get to this. Lil Boosie said that Lil Wayne taking a picture with President Trump. He said, hey, man, Lil Wayne cares about being rich. He ain't been black for a long time. He really don't care about being black. How does that make you feel, Keke?
Lil Boosie ain't told no lie. Y'all know why y'all be acting like Lil Boosie be lying. Lil Boosie be telling us the truth. He is a truth teller. Hey, Lil Boosie ain't lying. He the one person who ain't lied to us in years. I love Lil Boosie. I'm so glad he got to save his leg. Y'all heard he's about to get his leg cut off. I'm so happy Lil Boosie got to keep his leg. Boosie ain't never told no lie, and he keep telling the truth, Boosie. Thank you. That's all I got to say about that. Lil Wayne ain't black. Lil Wayne so high, child. He don't know what's going on. Lil Wayne, he on Mars somewhere, child. So yeah, Lil Boosie ain't lying.
Yeah.
All right, Zach. When you heard that, do you think that that Boosie was off base saying that Wayne don't care about black people, he just care about being rich?
No, everybody knows Lil Wayne don't care about black people. But Lil Wayne said that back in the day when he was talking about Black Lives Matter. He was like, nah, it don't matter. He never cared about black people. Lil Wayne just represents black people because he's dark skinned, he has dreads. We give him a lot more black credit just because he's a hot boy and he's Lil Wayne. You know what I'm saying? One of our favorite rappers. But what has Lil Wayne ever done socially conscious?
Ever.
I'll wait. Nothing.
Nope.
I believe, didn't he call my white Nubian queen on one of his new verses that he just put out, talking about his new chick? I was like, yeah, Lil Wayne's not black. He's not. He does not want to identify as us. He would go Sammy Sosa if he could.
Oh no, man! Don't say that. So let me go ahead. Let me try to give some Lil Wayne perspective right here, and y'all can tell me if I'm wrong.
Here you go, trying to save him. Go ahead.
Come on.
Come on with it.
Let me go ahead and get to it. Wayne comes from the projects. And a lot of people that has come from low income situations, struggling situations, their mind, and we all know in the hood, is to be rich and get as rich as they can because they never want to go back. Which is, let's say, 80% of the rappers come from challenging circumstances. So they like, yo, I ain't never going back. I ain't never gonna be. So they focus, their whole focus on getting rich, 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 rich. Now, is that wrong? No. But to forget about the plight of the people that came before you and where you came from is wrong. I think that's where we at with Lil Wayne. I'm not trying to make an excuse for him. I'm just saying that that's what his mentality, because it ain't just Lil Wayne. It's a bunch of black folks out there that care about their success and their money before they care about black folks. And that's a fact.
We not asking him to be Martin Luther King, Tone. We just asking him not to go to the White House and take a picture in that sweater with Trump. That's not hard. We're not. We're not.
That sweater was trash, but that's how you know he got paid, because 50 Cent said he turned down $1 million from the Trump administration to endorse him publicly. So Wayne got paid. Of course, if he wore a sweater, he's like, "Oh, y'all got a sweater too? Bet." Wayne got, I don't care what anybody says. Do I think Wayne is hurting? No. Do I think Wayne will take any check to make sure he's comfortable? Yes. Because Wayne 100% is not worth the amount of money that he should be worth because of all of the bad deals.
Yeah.
Right.
And we know Wayne is a spender. He's a spender. So who knows, whatever settlement that he came up with, baby, that stuff could be almost gone.
Yeah.
So he took the check. I think Wayne is just, and I feel bad. But every time I see Wayne, I feel bad for him. Because one, he's not rapping good anymore. Two, how else do you make money if you're not rapping any good anymore? Okay, you can figure out being an entrepreneur. And three, I just look at all of the money that he made. Lil Wayne dominated rap for a strong 5 years. Dominate. I mean, he's been relevant for a while, but dominating for 5. And not to really be financially right is
yeah, he should be able to eat off Nicki and Drake for the rest of his life. Like, he should really not even be working at this point. He should be retired in Miami, getting high with models and just living his best life. Not out here with all these random features. I mean, I could probably get a feature from Lil Wayne at this point. So, you know, it's not looking good for Wayne. And that's not how I like to see my legends go out. You know what I'm saying? So I do feel sorry for him, but at the same time, when he made comments like the comments that he made, I can't feel sorry for you.
All right, let's go ahead and move to some fun stuff. The Black Panther 2 cast. Now, people have been Googling the Black Panther 2 cast, and it came up with Michael B. Jordan on there again. And also, surprising to everybody, was Rihanna. She was on there. Zach, we'll save you for last. Keke, when you saw this, what were you thinking?
I was excited to see that Black Panther 2 was coming out. Zach did predict that. I remember in earlier pods when we were talking about the lost.
I ain't been wrong on no predictions yet, by the way. Just want to let y'all know, but go ahead.
Mm-hmm. You've been podding. You podding, bro. Go ahead.
So, you know, yep, you did. You did say that earlier, that there will be a Black Panther 2. And, you know, I'm excited to see what they do with the storyline and how it comes out. Rihanna, I'm not excited to see Rihanna act, but I mean, I'm not mad at Rihanna acting either. So, what?
Shame on you, Keke.
I mean, you know,
how dare you say that about Island Queen?
I'm just saying, you know, Rihanna winning. She don't need the Black Panther 2 check. I'm just saying. But, you know, it adds some star power to the movie and makes people want to go watch it. So, you know, I'm excited. I'm excited to see what they do with it. And, you know, that's about it.
Zach Boog. All right, you were right about Black Panther 2. When you saw this and saw those two, Michael B. Jordan, they gonna figure out a way to bring him back. And you got Rihanna. What's up?
Well, the thing is, Rihanna is doing anything she can not to record an album. So it doesn't matter. She is taking all deals not to record. You know what you want me to do? she doing anything. You Black Panther 2? Yeah, I do that. Anything Fenty, beauty, I sell draws, male draws, whatever it takes, makeup, anything not to record. So, you know, if you think she gonna come out with a new album, you're gonna be hard pressed. You're gonna be waiting for it, unless she's doing the Black Panther soundtrack. That would be dope if she did something.
Now you know she is. She got to have a record on this.
If she did something with the Black Panther 2 soundtrack, you know, it would be dope. But I mean, I'm not surprised to see the Black Panther 2 is coming out. Like I said, it's no way Disney is gonna miss out on their highest grossing movie, a sequel to that. Wow, I mean, it's very unfortunate about what happened to
Chadwick Boseman.
To Chadwick Boseman for sure. But at the same time, the story, I think the way the story was written, if we just talking about the story, I think the sister became Black Panther in the second part of Black Panther anyway, you know. So I don't think it was really hard for them to write a sequel. Now, what they better do is get this memorial right for Chadwick. You know what I'm saying? That's what they're gonna get judged on. It's not, we figured they were gonna do one, but how are you gonna honor Chadwick Boseman? That is gonna be what we look for this movie to do. You're gonna have to honor him in a major, major way, because nobody can play Black Panther like him. I mean, no one can do it. So
he embodied T'Challa.
He embodied it, man. He was that. So I mean, I'm interested in seeing how it's gonna be, man. And for the record, Michael B. Jordan can't act that good. But go ahead.
And he ain't.
Damn.
He ain't the sexiest man alive either.
Huh?
He's not the sexiest man alive either. They put him on the cover for the magazine saying he's the sexiest man alive. I highly disagree.
Keke, we're not judging the sexiest man alive.
Oh, okay.
Who do you think is the sexiest man alive?
Y'all know it's Omarion. Okay, Omarion is definitely the sexiest man alive. And if you're looking for the senior citizen edition, it's Judge Mathis. So my answer is not changing. Okay. So call me the next time y'all want to put somebody on the cover. I'll tell you who's sexy. Okay.
Keke, did you just say
Omarion? Y'all crazy. Hey, let me get, before I get to this, I almost forgot about it. I just wrote this in on our pod sheet. Meg Thee Stallion came out with the diss record. Now, Zach, I want to hear what Zach said. When you heard about the diss record and it had Tory Lanez talking about her, her friend, were you saying, I told y'all I was right about what happened?
Yeah, I did. And I did say that. I've always told y'all. But I'll tell you this. Meg snapped on her diss record. Like, Meg's body of work is better than what Tory Lanez put out. And it may be because I don't like Tory Lanez's voice. Maybe that's what it is. Y'all know I'm critical. His voice, like the sound does something to my ear. I just can't listen to it. It's not sonically pleasing. But Meg snapped, man. You can't tell me she didn't put out a good body of work. And she got the little part to be like, body, yaddy, 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 yaddy. Like, y'all can't tell me that's not an amazing dance. Like, the
don't do that no more, though.
I can't do that no more?
That was 2 seconds of getting fined. Fine. Okay. That was a fine, bro.
I really enjoy it. I mean, I think Meg came back strong. But what I want to ask y'all about is Tory Lanez said it's a double standard. He said, man, it's a mean double standard. You saw that tweet that he put out?
Yes.
What y'all think about that, though? Of it being a double standard.
I have one thing to say about that whole thing. It's really, Keke, go ahead, get in there.
Okay, now because I know the pod is a safe place, we got a strong 30 views, y'all say, get all the way, but the album is like Kevin Hart special, in my opinion, okay? It seems a little rushed. It seems a little, like anytime I have to start really, I played the album so much over the weekend, y'all, because I really want to like it. Like, I really want to bump this record. But it's just, I don't know if I'm not from Houston, so that's just not how I like my rap delivered. But it's something missing. It's just something missing in the sauce, and I don't know what it is. And the body, yada, yada, like, that is so trash to me. I'm sorry.
I love it.
Well, Zach, you probably like it for other reasons. I don't like it, and it's not. I can't even find the words. It's just not. It ain't doing for me. It did.
Yeah. The album's mouth sauce.
Yeah.
Which means Cardi is still the queen of the hill, king of the hill too. Yep. So they better watch out for when she drops her stuff, because I just knew Meg was gonna come with something that was on crazy. It's cool. It's cool. And then the diss record was done to a different version. You can hear it in there. The Who Shot You beat in there was in there. The Who Shot You, I like that. I thought that was a nice touch. But it, like you said, it felt rushed. And again, with the Tory Lane stuff and everything that everybody's speculating on, at the end of the day, Zach's getting another call during the pod. Okay, cool. You need to answer somebody, Zach? You good?
No, I'm good, brother.
Okay, brother. And I still say at the end of the day, Meg Thee Stallion got shot. I said the only reason Meg should have got shot at is if she had a gun, if she had a knife, something to threaten somebody's life. She's still the victim. No matter how you box it up, it happened. You don't know what happened with. Well, we don't know what Megan did to Tory. She didn't have a gun. She might have smacked him. She might have pumped him in his head, called him a punk. She might have scared him because that's a big woman and he's a small man. Something. But at the end of the day, she didn't have a gun, and for her to get shot, you're goofy.
Yeah.
I just don't see no reason to shoot Meg Thee Stallion. I just don't. It makes no sense.
Yeah.
It makes no sense. But she did put out a Mild Sauce album, and we thought she was gonna come in and take Cardi B, and Cardi B probably is like, whoo. Yeah. All right. Now that album, Cardi's gonna drop and take over the world, and Meg will just be a good rapper. Let's go ahead and keep it moving. The vaccine, the COVID-19 vaccine is here. December 11th. Okay, Zach, Boog, when you heard about this, do you feel like you are going to take the vaccine?
Not first, and not second. I'm telling you that right now. I will not. I will be in the last number, the last caller. Because the thing I'm worried about is I be on the radio, be like, yeah, 107.5 WGC. I'm like, is he barking? I'm just telling you. I don't know what the side effects are. I don't know what the side effects are. You have to let other people try it just to figure out what the side effects are. So I'm going to hold out. Now, here's the thing. All the people who want to hold out like me, I'm prepared. So I just want to prepare the people who's listening to the pod who don't want to take it. All right. When they start making it mandatory, they're not going to make the vaccine mandatory, but they're going to make your life so uncomfortable that you're going to be like, I'm just going to go ahead and take it. They're going to make it mandatory for you to fly. That's already been saying. I've been seeing that already. One airline has said, like, hey, you're going to have a vaccine to get on this flight. Okay. So are you ready for that? Are you ready to have a vaccine for your kid to go back to school? You know what I'm saying? All these things that they're going to mandate and make your life so uncomfortable that you're going to take it. But I'm still, myself personally, I'm holding out. I am holding out. I will be one of the last ones. I mean, I'm pretty sure it's going to be somebody out here. People can, if they can make fake IDs, they can give you a little, you already know you can get you a little COVID shot sheet. I know somebody got them. I know somebody. Give me a little shit. Yeah, I got it. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going. I'm not going. I'm going to wait it out, baby.
I ain't mad at you. Keke, are you going to take the COVID-19 vaccine when it is available? Because you have been in the house for over 8 months. Are you going to take the COVID-19 vaccine so you can finally come outside on December 12th? Because the vaccine is available December 11th. What's up?
I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it first. Like, I'm not doing it no time soon. Put the plus size girls at the end of the line because we going to have to need a little bit more juice than everybody else. Don't make me go first. Please, I don't want to go first. And I feel like everybody who had COVID, let them try it out first. Okay? I've been sitting in this house. I haven't got it. So leave me alone. I don't need it. I just don't want, it's a shame that we live in a country where I just don't trust the vaccines. I don't trust my government, today's government, for the vaccine. So, I'm not excited about it. I just don't want it. I'll wait until I have to go to the currency exchange and get me one of them fake COVID sheets like Zach talking about. Because we all know a guy. So
they definitely, the one thing you can count on, it is gonna be some fake COVID vaccines coming out. Like, yo, I got the paperwork, you good. That's 100% happening. Yeah. The scammers are already, they like, yo, Christmas is coming out before December 11th. Oh, bet I'm good for Christmas because they already ready for it. I'll tell you this, 2 things. One, I'm not doing it. I'm not going to be the first person doing it because I don't trust the whole country about what vaccines. Same thing that happened all the time. The Tuskegee experiment. Mm-hmm. They got us with the Tuskegee experiment.
They gave black men syphilis, y'all.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
They gave it to them.
They don't think we got no trauma from that?
Right. There's other things that they have done to try to limit us from population control, to make us not be able to produce kids. There's been plenty of things that they have done under the name of vaccines. It's happened. Unbelievable. It's crazy. Then you got what they've been reports about the flu shot causing autism in black folks. Yeah, that was another thing. And I always wonder when people are pushing something on you so hard, why are they pushing it on you so hard? The flu shot was getting pushed on you like, I was like, everywhere you go, get your flu shot, get your flu shot, get your flu shot, get your flu shot. I'm like, yo, why? Like, are they trying to turn us into zombies? Like, I'm not getting the flu shot. How about that? I don't get the flu. You know what I mean? I was worried about that because it's just like, it always seemed weird. And then when I found out that and most of the flu shots was being sold at our neighborhood convenience stores or being given out in our neighborhood convenience stores is really, really odd. And I ain't gonna lie, I went to other neighborhoods, it wasn't in there. They wasn't promoting the flu shot like they was in the hood. So it made me, it was a weird moment for me when I noticed that. And again, me being an older man, see, there's certain things that older men have to watch out for. We always have to protect our joint, if you feel what I'm saying. Our manhood, we have to protect it. We want to know when we call on our manhood, it's going to answer the call every single time. But when you're an older man, there's things that can happen that can keep you from, you have to protect yourself. Zach can eat as much fried food as he wants. He can do whatever he wants. He can eat fried food, he can stay up late, he can drink, smoke weed, do it all at the same time. He can do it all and repeat it and do it again. Mm-hmm. When you're an older man, you can't do that. You have to, because then if you fill your body with all of them toxins and you want to call on your manhood, might not answer you when you really want it. So we have to protect our manhood, and that's what's being said. I protect myself from fried foods and these things that might keep me getting hypertension and keep me from being able to call on my joints. You never know what this vaccine can do. It might, if the rumors are that they're trying to keep you from having kids, they might make you not be able to call on your manhood, and that's something that I'm not willing to give up. Oh my God. I like when I call on him, he answers every time.
And this kid is brought to you by Tom Kapone's Working Man. What?
There's things you got to worry about when you get in your 40s. That's what you got to do.
He
wasn't worried about getting poisoned. He worried about.
He started off good, and then he ended up just telling us what the real reason why he not taking.
Right. Hey, get you a reason. Everybody got their own reason of why not. I mean, get you a good reason. And
I got one. And now, speaking about using your manhood to do wild things, there's a Nigerian man. We're gonna close the pod up on this one. The Nigerian man that has 6 wives. 6. And they are all pregnant. He's a businessman. He's got money. He's able to take care of them. Zach, when you saw this story, what were you thinking?
Man, I'm a married man with 1 wife. Ain't no way in hell I can take 5 more. That is not fun. Now, let's say they was like, hey, he got 1 wife and 5 girlfriends. That might sound exciting. Or if he was a pimp, he had 6 hoes. That might sound fun. But let me tell you something. 6 wives.
He is so good.
You don't want that problem. That's terrible. That is a lot, man. He acting happy. He is miserable. That man is miserable. They all pregnant at the same time, too. All them mood swings. Bruh, do you know how many times I had to go to White Castle when my wife was pregnant? Randomly. Think about all the different cravings that are going on in that house. That man can't go get 6 people different things. She want pickles. She want peanut butter. She like popcorn with no hot sauce. She wants it. Like, you got to figure it out. Like, that is not fun. That is not. And he was smiling. All of them looked mad at him too. They was just looking at him like, I hate you. It's like, his life's going to be terrible. Terrible.
Oh my God. That's insanity. I can't believe it, man. That is tough. 6 wives. Keke, when you saw this, I know you about to get your pod on. When you saw this man having 6 wives, what were your thoughts? Future?
In the Stevie J, Peter Guns, Love and Hip Hop Nigeria version is like, what is this? What did y'all find this story at? Okay, ain't no way in hell I couldn't be one of the wives, okay? Because I cost too much, first of all, so that ain't gonna work. So you know, I can't. I'm not sharing 6 wives, 6 all us pregnant. Oh no, and I'm the wife. If I was one of the wives, I'd be like the captain of the wives. I would be the one deciding what we finna eat today. I'm the one in charge. And so, you know, I've been convinced all the other wives to leave him. Girl, you deserve better. Girl, it's better out there. Take your baby and go on out the way. So I would have been convinced all the other wives to leave, and it would just be me. Because I could not do 5 other women. Oh, hell no. Hell no. Yeah, it's a no for me. It's a
Keke,
no.
You are hilarious. You probably don't really want to hear what I'm about to say.
Come on.
But I'm just saying, let me just play devil's advocate. This is not nothing that I believe in, right? This is a Nigerian brother. He's African. That is in our DNA. Now, most women have problems with the dudes wanting to have multiple women. It's in our DNA. It's who we are. We came over here following these rules that the people put forth. You know who? Look, we a couple days out from Thanksgiving. That's right. You know what? Because it was pilgrims. Pilgrims didn't even exist. We're going by rules that pilgrims came up with. Pilgrims are not fun. Pilgrims don't even. Of course, ain't more than one woman gonna want to be with a pilgrim. That's it. It's just one. She just want to be with one. There's this one. The pilgrim he ain't got to worry about when we want to be with him because he a pilgrim. You see how they dress? They get one. They get one. That's why the pilgrim women was sneaking off with Indians, because they saw Indians like, yo, like they saw long hair. They was like, wait a minute, this is different than what I got. That's a pilgrim. Look how he dressed. That's it. I'm just saying that most Black men have an issue. They have an issue of learning how. They have to learn how to be with one woman and monogamy, like be monogamous. But in their DNA, if you just let a Black man run wild, you let him out wild, and you don't tell him and teach him that way, his DNA is going to make him want to be with multiple women. And he got to take care of them too. I'm just saying. I'm not saying that's something that I believe in. I'm just giving you a history lesson.
It's funny how
DNA. So that's not it's a D, but it ain't no DNA that's making you want to go do that. Okay.
Right.
Don't try to put it right on your DNA. No, you just. No.
It's so funny. Tone gets so woke when it comes to stuff like this. He's about to see the man is making us live. We Africans. We not supposed to do that. He ain't got a dashiki in the house. He ain't got a red, black, and green flag nowhere. He ain't jumping no brooms at his wedding. The only thing he believes in is multiple women. But even if he wanted multiple women, I understand that. But 6 wives? Yeah.
That's a bit much. I just need me a 2-piece spicy and I'll be cool. If I could have it, I want me a 2-piece spicy. I would. And a possible.
Man, how do you Tone?
Like in spades, like 2 and a possible.
You gotta have a van. You have to own a van to take your wives on a date.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to have one. He got them all pregnant at the same time.
6 wives? You know how much it costs?
I guarantee you, there ain't no child support court in Nigeria. It ain't. It can't be.
Couldn't be.
It can't be. And it can't be. They probably just be like, you know what? I'm cool. No disrespect to Nigerians. No disrespect. I'm just saying, brothers like me, you see that. I see 6 wives pregnant. And I immediately think like, ooh, we in trouble if something break bad.
He added it up. He got his calculator out like, ooh, okay, that's one.
Carry the 3.
That's 11% times 6. Oh my God. I was like, bro, you ain't, man, what? That's all I think. I'm looking at the other side of it. Like I'm like an insurance claim adjuster. Like you got 6 words.
Yes.
If this breaks bad, oh, this is gonna be terrible for you, sir. Oh my God.
He said he got his wives appraised.
Huh?
Said he got his wives appraised. He was like, yeah, this gonna cost you about $10,000 a month.
You need some kind of insurance on that. That's ridiculous. They got some type of liability insurance. You gotta be what? Let's go ahead, man. Final thoughts. All right, Zach, go and close this up, bro.
Hey man, thank you. This robe is brought to you by the Gucci Mane and Jeezy versus battle. I got this on the merch website as soon as the battle is over. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. And you know, I ain't really got nothing to say. That's how you know I ain't got shit to talk about. I ain't got nothing to say. I'm just talking shit.
Okay. All right, we off you, bro. Come over there. Keke, what's up?
Man, listen, shout out to everybody for, if you watched to this point through all this foolishness, child, salute to you. Thank you for watching, okay? Make sure you guys follow us on What More Can I Say, the podcast account on Instagram. And check out our interviews. We got some dope interviews lined up that are coming. And, you know, by the time you see this, well, my birthday is Saturday. So by the time we pod again, yeah, I'll be celebrating my birthday. So, yes.
I know.
Mm-hmm. And what y'all doing for the holiday? Who cooking? What's going on?
My parents are old, so I don't want to be responsible for killing them. So I'm gonna just stay and we're gonna Zoom and I'm gonna just order food. Shout out to Chef Jay Sands. I'm gonna order his food and that's it. That's how I'm gonna do it. What up to the noobs?
Okay.
That's what's up. All right. We having something at my sister's house, but they sent a long ass text message out yesterday that said we have to wear a mask and only 3 people at the dinner table at a time. So I don't know how we gonna eat in shifts, but they said we are having a fun. They kept saying fun, COVID friendly Thanksgiving. So everybody, you have to wear masks the whole time. At my sister's house, it's probably gonna be about 10 of us. And we're going to eat, and only 3 people can have their mask off at a time, eating distance apart. So that should be interesting. I'll let y'all know how that goes.
Yeah, we staying away. You know, light-skinned people, our immune system weak. We ain't strong like y'all brown folks. I'm just playing. Kind of.
Nah, for real, the melanin does make us a little tougher. Y'all, you get that COVID, you start breaking out, getting rashes, you start getting symptoms, ain't even fuck COVID. He be like, Tom, how I get diarrhea? You know, it just came with yours, because
right, you know, like, I mean, so we gotta, you know, all them light-skinned people in my house, it's so funny when I put my Thanksgiving up all the time, people be like, oh my God, what's going on, Tom? I was like, yo, like, y'all thought I was like this on accident? Like, this is... It's like I showed up like no, it's really I come up a long line of light skinned people. A long line.
Oh. Yellows. That's what
yellows. Hey man, look, final thoughts, you know, we made the episode 30. We appreciate all of y'all, man. 30 weeks, it's been incredible. We haven't missed a week, which is so cool about that. Hey man, we appreciate y'all. You already know what it is. We're gonna close it up. What more can I say?